Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet. Hello, this is Cubanwriter and Darkling Faye.
Hello.
And we're now going to review the Defenders trailer that came out about the same time as the Dark Tower trailer.
It's a trailer day.
Now, neither of us was really happy. Spoiler alert. Neither of us was really happy with how Iron Fist ended. And we've been kind of putting off the pain of doing the finale episodes. But I'm still excited about the Defenders, and I hope you are too.
I guess I am, though, when I think about it. I really only liked one of them.
Really?
Daredevil.
He is my favorite.
I didn't... I liked the first 3 episodes of Luke Cage, and that was it. And then I was like, the writing was so abysmal and poor and where it went to, I couldn't watch it anymore. I liked the character. I just didn't like the story they told with him.
So that gives me some hope, because I also like the character of Luke Cage. I like Luke Cage in both of the series he's been in. He was introduced in Jessica Jones. I liked him there. And then he had his own series. I liked him there. I thought the series took a downhill turn after about the 1/3 to 1/2 point.
Yeah, after the 3rd episode, it just went off the rails. I also wasn't a huge fan of Jessica Jones. I did not like that series very much. That was a Lifetime movie with superpowers.
Yeah, I really agree with your appraisal there. I have often said it's kind of like a, oh no, I'm stalked by my ex-boyfriend story. It's just that the ex-boyfriend is a mind controller, and she has super strength.
If you took out the whole that there's superpower type things and you told the story, it's a Lifetime movie, stalked by my ex. Or
right, and he happens to be a cult leader or something.
Yeah, it just... So, again, I might have enjoyed the character better if there was a better story to introduce them with. So, I'm half anticipating, half worried about her second season to see what they actually do when they actually make her not be stalked and actually have the character be the character.
But with the Defenders, the reason I'm excited is they get to take all these characters. These characters generally are good characters, with the exception of Iron Fist, who fell short a lot of ways. All the other characters are good characters.
Yeah.
And they could tell a good story if they want to.
I feel like it's, at least I'm hoping, it's kind of like the Avengers, where the Avengers movies are good, but sometimes their single movies about themselves aren't necessarily the best.
Like Iron Man 3 wasn't the best Iron Man film, but Iron Man's great in all the Avengers films.
Or even Iron Man 2, really. Like the first Iron Man was good, the 2 and 3. 3 was really bad, but 2 was also getting to the not so good part. But yeah, some of the individual, and like the Hulk, I haven't really liked any of the Hulk movies.
I like the one with Ed Norton.
Yeah, but still so much wrong with it's. He's a hard hero anyways to portray. But yeah, like some of the movies on their own weren't great, but the character you really enjoy in that. So that's why I'm hoping maybe a group series will be more enjoyable than some of the individual series that they've done, because in a group setting it's exciting. You get to see them all together.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it on that basis too.
Let's see what the trailer is. Let's hope it's good.
Okay, start recording and go.
You have interrupted a citywide investigation.
Okay.
You stole evidence from my crime scene. And you got my one lead killed.
Okay, that's a character from the Jessica Jones series with Jessica Jones, right?
Well, yeah, that's Jessica Jones. Okay. I don't know if
she's all bloody, so I guess she...
I don't know if I remember the detective from the series.
Or is she the detective from Luke Cage? They all blend together.
I was going to say, wasn't she from...
She's the one that I thought was going to get the robotic arm, right? Oh, I wish I could remember these people's names. I'm so bad with this. Because she's the detective from Luke Cage, I'm pretty sure.
She
gets shot in the arm. In the comics, she has a mechanical arm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, she's not from the Jessica Jones one, but if I remember right, she is from the Luke Cage one, where her partner was the white guy who ended up betraying
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that's what I remember from. But I'm not actually surprised that Jessica Jones is in Trouble or Bloody because that seems to be par for the course with her detective business. So not surprised.
Now, this is what I was hoping would happen the last time I saw Jessica Jones sitting in a room with a detective. What I was hoping would happen is that Matt Murdock would walk in the door and be her defense.
Are you rooting the trailer?
I know that's what's going to happen because that's the most natural way to bring in...
Wow, way to spoil it for everyone. Now I feel disappointed.
I was trying to help him, but you didn't.
Jessica Jones, stop talking.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Matthew Murdock.
I'm the best of the Defenders. I'm the one that everybody likes his episodes and series better.
It's true. He did have the best... He was also the first, though, so, you know...
He was, and...
There was a lot of pressure on that series to do good if they were going to have any hope for this.
That's true. And I also wonder if he just got to keep the A-team in terms of...
That could be.
Writing, production, everything.
This is kind of what I felt, though, was a problem, is that I felt like because there was a lot of pressure with the Daredevil to do well because they were setting up the entire Defenders and everything that they wanted to do, they took the time to make sure that it was good. And I feel like the others were so rushed and put together that...
That's our dog in the background making noises to ruin our live recording of our commentary.
I feel that the others were so rushed that they didn't have the same type of time to really focus and make it as good as they could have.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I'm your attorney.
So I remember calling you. There's
How
Luke Cage.
does being Harlem's hero allow you to live an actual life?
Right now, I just want to help people.
Okay, this is a thing.
There's someone that you need to meet.
Pause. This is a thing that I always see where, like, if the hero isn't being a hero, then someone will come along and complain, how come you're not being a hero? You could be a hero. If the hero is being a hero, then someone comes along and complains, hey, how come you're a hero? You should just live a normal life.
Well, this is the problem I have with this nurse character a lot. Is she...
And she plays both sides, I think, at different points.
Yeah, it's inconsistency with this character that's not made her my favorite.
All right.
Hey, what are you doing in there? Who are you? Who are you?
He's about to get a little unpleasant surprise, I think, because he's going to punch the man who can't be harmed. Well, who can be harmed, but it's really hard to harm him. Yep.
How come you can't be hurt? What's the deal with this?
So, the irresistible force meets the immovable object. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting.
Okay, now, what I suspect they're going to do is show us exactly what happens, thus ruining the question we have in our minds. Thanks, trailer. Yep.
I'm the immortal Iron Fist. You what?
Yeah, why did
Yeah, I know. That's everyone.
He needs to stop calling himself that. You're not in Kunlun or whatever, man. You know, people think that's weird, dude.
Well, Mike, I guess my thing is when he calls himself immortal, is he really like...
I don't think he is.
Like
he's immortal, I guess, in the fact that, like, his legacy is immortal and there'll always be another Iron Fist, just like the Immortals in Persian.
It's such a metaphor. I don't know if you'd really want to call yourself, like, a metaphor.
Well, I wouldn't walk around announcing myself as the Immortal Iron Fist. That sounds haughty.
Well, and especially since he technically is not really physically immortal. And we saw that in his series where they're like, oh, you can shoot him. Like,
yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
It's like Luke Cage should go around saying, I'm the immortal Luke Cage, because that seems more appropriate.
You're on the same side.
You four.
I will say, though, that...
That's Stick in the background. Let me tell you how much I love Stick. He's so cool. I like him on The Leftovers,
Should
too.
I be jealous?
No. It's just, it's a little man crush, that's all. He's on The Leftovers, too. He's cool there in every scene he's in. He's cool here. That actor's so old. I'm going to be so sad when he dies because he's so cool.
I was going to say, though, the one thing you should be happy about is it does look like Iron Fist did get a shave and a haircut, because that's something that's been bothering you since this entire season. And it did look like they've done both here, so it's like, oh, you should be happy.
Absolutely. Now, does it look like he maybe did Daredevil put his stuff away for a while?
I feel, and this is probably bad to say, it looks a little Deadpoolish.
Well, that's because Deadpool was designed to look like other characters. But
like,
yeah, it does have the 2 color thing.
Right? I was like, oh, okay.
But no, it's I like his suit.
Didn't mean to insult the suit.
We got a problem?
The righteous ex-con. My bad. And the kid with a glowing fist.
They've used this music in a lot of stuff, but I always like hearing it. It goes really well.
I do have to say the descriptions so far are hilarious. And the man with the glowing fist.
That's really what he is.
I know.
Instead of calling himself the Immortal Iron Fist, he should call himself the Man with the Glowing Fist.
The war for New York is here.
Okay. We saw this set up in the 2nd season of Daredevil.
I will be honest, I have not seen the 2nd season of Daredevil.
So, for all you know, you may not like Daredevil either.
It's true, I may not, but he does seem to be the best one so far.
They put her in this, like, I don't know, what do you want to call this, a sarcophagus?
I don't even know who she is, but okay.
Okay, this is Elektra.
Ooh.
You remember the you remember the terrible movie, Daredevil, with Batman in it? What's his name?
Ben Affleck?
Yes, Ben Affleck.
Who I don't think of as Batman, but okay.
Well, he's Batman now.
I don't know. We'll see. He seems to be trying to slowly get out of that role.
Yeah,
I don't blame him.
I have a feeling he's recognized the quality issues.
I was like, after Batman versus Superman, how could you not? Okay, so this is Elektra. Got it. Let's go. Is she going to be the bad guy then?
Well, I think so, because she was kind of I don't want to call her good or bad. In the past, in the last season of Daredevil, she was just like a bad influence on him.
And now
she's like the dirty party girl.
Now she's gone bad.
Yeah, it looks like that. Because they put her in the sarcophagus and they fed her fluids. Remember in the Iron Fist, it looked like they were going to drain Colleen Wing of fluids?
Oh, that's right.
Well, they did something similar to create whatever they've done with her here.
So that was the hand that did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a feeling she's going to be the fighting avatar of the hand.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Is that Ripley?
Yeah, it's Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
I don't know if she's a bad guy or not.
Look at that face. She's bad.
Oh, okay. She's bad.
That's not the face of a good guy.
Wow. Poor Sigourney.
No, she's making a face like to show.
I think it's just the way you stopped it, but okay.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. How about now?
Maybe you can't keep stopping it.
What about now?
Stop.
She looks like a bad person.
So get your shit together.
That's right, Stick.
The more connections you have, the easier it will be to break you. You look like an idiot.
Okay, she's definitely a bad guy. I mean, a bad girl, right?
You like bad girls.
I do like bad girls.
I am kind of sad that I haven't seen Colleen Wing in any type of thing here.
Well, she's a background character.
So's
I'm sure
the
she'll
nurse.
show up, but they just didn't want to put her in the trailer. She was a little cooler than Iron Fist.
My gosh, right?
Maybe he'll get fired at some point, and they'll hire
No,
her.
he's the immortal Iron Fist. He cannot be fired or die.
Can he train her in the Iron Fist and then die, and then she has the Iron Fist?
But he's immortal. He can't.
Okay, I'm gonna back up.
By the way,
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I like that line. Okay, let's see if I do this right. Wait, no, maybe too much. Wait, there. Okay, I'm gonna play that little part back. Oh wait, I didn't back up enough. Hold on, I'm gonna back up more.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna back up. Okay, but what she says is, "You look ridiculous," and he goes, "It's your scarf." Isn't that hilarious?
Oh, he does look ridiculous. I'm like, why did he put this scarf on him?
Well, that's like his old outfit. He covered the top
but
of his face.
what is it? Doesn't
I'm sure he's trying to conceal
it's
his
just
identity.
vanity.
No,
He's blind.
No,
Having a scarf on doesn't help.
the idea in the comic book world is if you cover your eyes, no one can identify
Oh
you.
my gosh, I can totally identify you, Matthew Murdock. You just have a scarf on your head.
This is consistent
so
comic.
terrible.
No, this is consistent comic book physics, I guess, or whatever.
I can't believe that you don't have a problem with this.
Because it's internally consistent to the world. Whenever anybody covers their eyes, nobody can tell who they are. And in some superhero
That
genres, it could be glasses. You could put on glasses.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Apparently,
So
humans are
so
very bad at
ridiculous.
pattern recognition
Oh,
in the
terrible.
future. Or in this version of reality.
Terrible.
Okay, so that fight looks like any one of them could have beaten that fight.
fight a team.
No.
What are you talking about? Bulletproof. Blind ninja.
Finally, someone actually calls Daredevil what he is. The blind ninja. By the way, this entire scene reminds me of the after scene in the Avengers where they're all eating at the shawarma place.
Yeah, this is like their little Chinese restaurant.
I feel like it is, like a homage to that type.
You know what it does to me, though?
Once you have Chinese food?
It makes me hungry.
Oh, okay.
Look at all that good food. Okay.
But you probably wouldn't eat half of it.
Classy.
Who was he saying? Whatever it is you are too. Is that
Jessica Jones? Because let's be honest, we're really not sure what she is. She's just super strong.
I guess she's more like.
Oh, and she can kind of. They hinted in her series they call it flying, but not flying. That she just jumps really far.
Yeah, I think in the comics she can fly, but like badly, and in the television show she can just jump far. That's how Superman was in the beginning. Superman didn't used to be able to fly. He used to just jump from place to place. Which I guess made more sense. That's how Hulk does it. I do like that music. Good choice. All right. So, what do you think? Do you want to see it?
I'm interested in seeing it. I mean, I have to. You're gonna make me. So there's that. But they did have some witty one-liners. After how Iron Fist is gone and the disappointment from Luke Cage and. I wasn't that enthused about Jessica Jones. I'm a little apprehensive, I'm going to say, to see how they do it. I'm hoping the first episode really comes together well and doesn't disappoint. But, we'll see. I'm excited to see what they do with it.
I'm going to guess that just like the first Daredevil, they have brought their A-team to this. They're going to elevate all of these characters. And probably the characters' individual shows will benefit from whatever's established here because they'll set a new direction for all of them. They're all free from the constraints of their origin stories.
It's true.
They're free to tell new kinds of tales. They don't have to do something that was in the comics if they don't want to. They can really expand, and I'm hoping this is the beginning of that expansion.
It'll be nice to see. I'm excited to see it. I feel like there really isn't anything on television right now that fits this kind of niche. I know they tried to do it with Legends of Tomorrow, but it's so super silly that I couldn't get into it.
I would say the closest thing to this is actually Team Arrow on Arrow.
You think so?
Because he's got his little team of people. They can all do different things. And this hopefully will be a higher production, better written version. I like Arrow, but
But I mean, like in Arrow, he really is the main person.
He's the main person, but look, he's got the screechy lady who can send the sound waves from her mouth.
Yeah, but what I like about this is there's no one person that's in charge. They're all equally good, and they have their own strengths and weaknesses that they bring, and you really can't succeed as well on your own as you can together. And Arrow, he really still is the man in charge. Everyone follows him. He's the leader, and he's done so much on his own that, it's nice that he has Screechy Lady and some other things, but without it, you still have the Arrow. So it's nicer.
Which of these guys do you think will elevate themselves to the position of leader?
I don't know. It's interesting to see where Danny Rand / Iron Fist was, I think, trying to do a little bit of that, bringing them together at the dinner table. So,
yeah, but nobody's going to take him seriously as a leader, right?
I don't know. See, here's the problem. That one episode that they had where he did show some really good leadership, when they write the character a certain way, you can see where he can inspire people to do that. In his entire season, he really inspired people to follow him, right? He got Colleen Wing. He got the nurse on his side, too, to help out. Davos still did. So, I mean, he can as a character. It's just how they write him will depend on how leadery he is or not. So it'll depend. Of course, Murdoch, Daredevil, is a natural leader. He's got the lawyer qualities, the good speaking, all of that type of stuff, the eloquence that you need to have in the courtroom to win cases. So he's got already that natural.
So here's what I think. I think Daredevil for sure will be a leader. But I think there will come a point where he's conflicted or he has a moment of weakness and someone else kind of takes charge. And I think the other person who's going to take charge is going to be Jessica Jones because she's a loner. And so it's counterintuitive and it could be interesting. when the loner character who doesn't really want to be part of a team is now forced to take charge of it.
Maybe. I mean, we'll see. Like, it'll just depend.
Okay.
Could be your guy Stick, who really
Stick's not gonna be. Stick's too bad because the problem with Stick is he wants to win this whatever conflict they're doing, and so he will do anything to win, and you can't have that be a hero. That's Punisher territory right there.
Oh.
It would be interesting to see Punisher in the Defenders, but I don't think he would ever join up with them.
Love to see that. That's the one series I'm looking forward to.
Punisher is also very loner, and I think he's more loner than Jessica Jones is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's not one that works well, but it's just interesting when you think of, like, putting that type of character in the mix. Like, it'd be interesting to see. Of course, it's not, like, a long-term thing, but they are, like, a D&D adventuring group.
They really are. And that's what's really exciting about this.
That's why I like the group-type dynamic stuff.
It makes me want to play a superhero role-playing game like that.
All right, make it. I'll play.
All right, this is Cubanwriter signing out.
Goodbye, darling.
Have a great one.
But you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of